want to have things prepared, fresh hives. Here's the deal. These guys are going to be starting from scratch, pretty much. So I got a feeder pretty much ready for these guys to go. Actually, I also going to give them some honey and a couple of frames from last year. Alright, that's doing good stuff. I got a couple of frames where they've been drawn out already. The wax has already been drawn out, so they don't have to work as hard. So imagine being thrown in the house, it's completely empty on the inside, aka Katrina, you know, New Orleans, right? Boom, here's your frame of your house, there's nothing inside, I gotta watch that. Anyway, so the process is pretty straightforward. I'm gonna pull out the queen, get her situated, boom, pretty much dump the bees in the hive, and then go from there. So protection. An old wise beekeeper told me, always protect yourself. But I noticed I always get bees like crawling up my leg and not realizing it, so I kind of do this number here. You'll still get stung around your ankles, but it's not as bad. And the one thing the guy says, Kevin, always protect your eyes. And so it's not fun doing it, it's bulky, but I'm gonna go ahead and put on my little suit here, just a kind of a half suit, just to kind of help me out here. It's so funny. One time, I always worry, I don't like this one. I have a whole one, but inevitably, I always get a bee inside, and I open the house. I'm like, Pat, there's a bee inside. I'm doing this number here. You hear like a little time bomb. Bzzz, boom. That's just before they sting you. Here on correct here. Got the front to the front. You know why this is dark? Because bears' faces are dark, and the bees kind of see that and think they don't see your eyes and stuff. All right, just rock and roll. Try to do this gloveless because this is easier. So, gonna give the bees some little bee crack sugar water, kind of get them drowsy and actually make them stick together. Basically, start eating on themselves. Not the fun thing to do, but you gotta do it. Alright. I'm gonna use a few bees. So I have my queen. Woo, muy importante. She is alive. This is the most important thing going. Very fragile. So here where you got to be careful. So I'm going to replace this cork with a with a marshmallow. Got a little screw guide here. See, I want to get her ready. And they are quick, because I can tell you, I did this last year and fumbled just enough where she flew away. Very heartbreaking. But she flew back. And my hive took off. This isn't Golden Gate Park. Alright, so I kind of want to wait for her to upside down and pull out just when she's like looking the other way. Come on, go, there we go. Oh, there we go. Perfecto. Alright, we're going to kind of stuff this marshmallow in here. And basically, it's going to kind of give her a chance to kind of get acclimated. And the theory is by the time they eat through the marshmallow, by the time they've kind of got the hive established, things like nature that they're. So what we want to do is place her on one of the frames, and where she's accessible to the other bees, so they can kind of feed her. I mean, basically, she's taken care of. She is the queen, and then we do that. With a rubber band. Put her right in the middle, right there. So I'm gonna take one of these off. Alright, so we're going to put her in there. Here comes the fun part. Alright, so I'm going to put her right there. very smooth, right? Now comes the fun part. I'm gonna dump all these other bees in here, all right? And everybody's got their process. You go on YouTube, but you'll probably see this one out there. People are shaking bees or doing this or leaving in front of the hive. You know, you got 12 beekeepers, you got 12 ways of doing something. What I'm gonna do is just dump as many as I can, and hopefully I'll get most of them. And then those that don't, I'll probably just lay the box in front here, and they'll kind of crawl their way out. And then we'll seal it up, and we'll be done. Cool. And then we'll come back in a week or so and kind of see how these guys are doing. You can kind of hear them. They're like, "What? Bonehead shook me." You see, they all kind of rose up. And they're like, the queen's gone. They're freaking out. I'm just squirting down again. I'm gonna shake one more time. I hate doing this. Did you hear that? What asshole ran into my mouth? Now comes the got most of them. Then I'm going to do this, kind of button them up. Try not to smash the bee, because when you smash them, they basically send off a signal that says, "I died, attack." Gonna blow them off. Got this little top here. Oops, muy importante, I forgot something. Fill up the frames. I'm trying to smash them. They're all over the queen. They're like, just, okay, what do you need? What do you need? What do you need? Boom, the button up. Really, when you see a swarm of bees, that's really when they're at their calmest state, because they're kind of like just trying to take care of themselves. Yeah, I got a few in there. I'm gonna let those guys kind of just, they'll figure their way out. And got this nice little thing. You notice I'm in my backyard, San Francisco. Looks like a doghouse. Well, actually, my neighbors are actually pretty cool. They're pretty cool with it. It's San Francisco. Actually, my neighbor back here had an apple tree that hadn't produced in years. And last year, I think he got like 25 apples that the tree hasn't produced. It was the bees taking care of them. The pollination thing, that's what they do. And that's pretty much it. Here, what happens, you're starting them out. So, feeding, I mean, they'll go through gallon plus of feed every week, so we have to stay on top of that. There are different types of feeders. I kind of like this because we come out in the yard every day, so I'm out, you know, like, I don't mind this one. There's some that go internally. I've found your bees like drown, you know, to get in there. It's like, you know, it's not too good for them. And basically, you know, a week or so, I'm just going to make sure the queen's out, and I'll remove the rubber band and her housing, and then let them alone for like another 10 days, and we'll hopefully she's laying eggs. Favorite phrase of a beekeeper, we got brood, you know, so it means they're starting to do their thing now. So that's it. It's Hive and House, so we'll be back in about 10 days to check these guys out.